This is a story by my good friend Soren Cameron, who lives in Kalispell, Montana, at Cornelius Hedges Elementary School. You know, he is a dedicated student of science in Mrs. Ames' third grade class. So, let me retell for you his writing submission, The Diamond from Space. The asteroid hit near Moscow, Russia. People in the vicinity began to get sick and had to go to the emergency room. This was all over the news, including details about the diamond-shaped asteroid. At that time, the strongest person on Earth, and Olympic hammer thrower, was in Fairbanks, Alaska. After seeing the news, he went to Moscow to destroy the asteroid. The radius of contamination grew, and people got sick all over Asia. When the hammer thrower got to Moscow, he went to the asteroid and hit it with his hammer, but it didn't move. He tried to hit it again and again, but it didn't move until the last strike. It was a direct hit in the center of the asteroid. Because it was so cold, it shattered into 4 parts and flew up into the sky. But the virus was still on the ground and people in the close vicinity were getting sicker. The hammer thrower couldn't do anything. Summer was coming and meteorologists said it was going to be hot in Moscow. When the hot summer finally arrived, the burning sunlight killed the virus. The people of Moscow rejoiced. The hammer thrower went back to Fairbanks and everything went back to normal. Almost. Most of Moscow's population perished, and the hammer thrower didn't know that he didn't fully stop the virus. When the hammer thrower hit the asteroid, part of the asteroid landed in a Greenland glacier. When summer came in the northern hemisphere, the glacier mixed with virus particles and melted into the ocean. The virus wrapped with sand and formed into small pieces of rocks and stones. These rocks floated to Iceland with the current. They were scattered around the coast, and the exposed viruses started making humans sick. The people of Iceland read in the newspaper about what happened in Moscow when the viral asteroid hit, so they knew what to do. They gathered up the stones and flung them up into the sky, and Earth was finally back to normal. So it seemed. What people did not know was that the pieces of asteroid stones were actually magnetic. When these stones got thrown into the sky, they clustered together and formed into a giant stone flying towards Mars. And then, bam, it butted into Mars, with so much force that Mars actually moved and began heading towards Earth. Worse was yet to come. NASA sent out a lot of missions, hoping to hit Mars and derail it. Their rockets did hit Mars with great force, but they did not change its course. Mars kept going forward towards the Earth, but it did slow down a lot. This made it possible for the hammer thrower to hit Mars and bring it back to its orbit. That was exactly what he did. Mars kept going backwards until returning to its orbit. Mars eventually got aligned with the sun and spun around it again. Now Earth was back to normal. Ha 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 ha. Pretty cool, right? Great work, Soren. Keep excelling in math.